San Antonio seeks more funding to assist migrants. And the Texas Senate revives the Save Chick-fil-A bill. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Thursday, May 16th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. When hundreds of migrants began arriving in San Antonio in late March, the city opened a small resource center across from the Greyhound station to feed, clothe, and provide medical care to the asylum seekers. City workers and multiple nonprofits pitched in, donating hundreds of volunteer hours and services for the round-the-clock operation that has assisted 8,000 migrants thus far in what was expected to be a temporary operation. But now, with thousands of more migrants expected to arrive as the border surge continues, city officials are asking the city council for an infusion of up to $141,000 to offset some of the nonprofit's expenses. The Resource Center, opened in a vacant building, has been helping between 200 and 250 migrants every day from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and the nearby Travis Park Church has been housing the migrants overnight. The effort is reminiscent of San Antonio's response after Hurricane Katrina flooded New Orleans in 2005, when the city then opened a large temporary shelter at Port San Antonio that housed tens of thousands of refugees. The last-minute request came Wednesday to the city council after U.S. Customs and Border Protection told the city this week it can expect more migrants to arrive, prompting the decision to seek funding. The council will consider the request Thursday, and in the future, city officials will seek federal reimbursement for the expenses. Mayor Ron Nirenberg says assisting the migrants is the right thing to do. Less than a week after the first ever Texas LGBTQ House Caucus celebrated its defeat of what's come to be known as the Save Chick-fil-A bill, Wednesday a new version of the legislation passed in the Senate. The bill got its nickname after the San Antonio City Council in March voted to bar Chick-fil-A from opening airport concessions due to the fast food chain owner's record on LGBT issues. Senate Bill 1978, sponsored by State Senator Brian Hughes, would bar governments from punishing people and companies for affiliating or donating to a religious organization. After about 3 hours of Q&A by lawmakers, Wednesday it passed on a 19-12 vote, and pending a final vote in the Senate will likely head to the House. Democrats in the Republican-led Senate tried to defeat the bill through prolonged questioning, amendments, and other procedural actions, but unlike their fellow party members in the House, were unsuccessful. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender advocates and other civil rights groups have denounced Wednesday's vote, saying state and federal law already protects religious freedom. Residents of Lake Dunlap are finding their boats, docks, and decks marooned on acres of mudflats after part of a dam failed, releasing a torrent of water and largely draining the lake. Almost 90 years old, the dam holds back water from the Guadalupe and Comal rivers, downstream of Canyon Lake. Tuesday, the middle spill gate of the dam abruptly lurched up and forward, slamming down on the spillway below. Within hours, some longtime residents said the level of the 8-mile-long lake east of New Braunfels dropped to the lowest level they'd ever seen, and by Wednesday, looked more like a river channel flanked by fresh mud. The Guadalupe Blanco River Authority, which owns the dam and 5 others that form lakes and reservoirs on the Guadalupe, didn't immediately know the cause of the failure, but notes there have been no reports of injuries or property damage. In 2016, another GRBA dam partly failed and drained much of Lake Wood. It still hasn't been fixed, and on Lake Dunlap, some residents now say they dread a similar delay, or longer, in getting their waterfront back. But a more pressing issue for countless residents on the lake is that their watercraft are now stranded in the mud. Before Tuesday, the narrow lake had a surface area of 400 acres and reached a depth of 40 feet near the dam that attracted boaters, skiers, and fishing enthusiasts. And as home sales grew and the area's housing stock remained tight, the prices of new homes in the San Antonio region have continued to increase. In April, the median price of a new home in Bexar and surrounding counties reached more than $230,000, a 4% increase from that time last year. Last month, house hunters also snatched up more than 3,000 homes in the San Antonio area, up 6.4% from April 2018. More than half of those homes cost between $200,000 and $500,000, with only 36% costing less than $200,000, the price range considered affordable or entry level. In April, Texas home sales also climbed about 7%, with the median price of a new Texas home last month coming in at nearly $243,000, a 4.3% increase from April 2018. That's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Thursday, May 16th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.